Hey there, Rob here. Just wanted to take a quick moment and share with you the 5 magic words when starting your marketing that will make your life so much easier and not frustrated every time the phone rings or someone wants to know more information. So what are those words? Well, let me tell you right now. It's 24-hour free recorded message. So why 24-hour free recorded message? Well, most of the time when people start to market a house for sale by owner, not having done it before, they do pretty much this. They send all of their traffic to themselves, which at first is a great thing, but eventually becomes a really bad thing because unlike maybe selling something at a yard sale or down the street or doing some kind of maybe a small item on Craigslist, when you're dealing with real estate, there's usually a lot more people that have to look at what you have to see if it fits for them before they'll even be interested. So what we want to do is we want to take away this idea here of having all the traffic and all of your interest coming to you personally on your cell phone, interrupting your dinner, interrupting your soccer game, calling you at the movies, calling you in the middle of the night, and we want to move that over to more of a systematic approach. So what we do is we send all of our interested people over to here. Okay, and so what are these different arrows? Well, one could be maybe a flyer, right? One could be maybe this is a flyer. I'm trying to switch colors here. Here's maybe a sign. You've got information coming in from, let's say, an ad in the paper. Maybe you have some web information and you're on a website. Maybe another one could be the some kind of a mailing you've done. And we get into more and more different strategies of how to generate traffic in the course. But the idea is that you want to create kind of a systematic, universal approach when where to direct this traffic. I mean, just imagine if you try to take all these sources to you personally, it's just not going to work. So what you do is you set up a little phone system in here. This is very easy, very inexpensive, and it's just a small fee. And what this phone system does is 3 things. Let me just type those out here real quick. The first thing it does is it creates a unified message. So you'll have a script. You put your script out there, some features of the property, some different selling points of property, things you like about it the most, and then also after we do the unified message, then what you're going to do is it also creates a pre-screening message. Okay, after you tell them a little bit about the property, you're going to ask them for some information, really light information. But the point of this is to basically see if they'll do it. And if they will, then what you'll find as you go through the scripts we've laid out for you, you'll find that the people that are motivated and really want an opportunity to have a nice home and work with a seller, they'll actually leave information. Other people don't. And so that gives you kind of an idea a little bit right there. It's not perfect, but a little bit of an idea of who might be your more motivated person. Sometimes you'll see they'll call back too multiple times to hear the message again. The third one is what I always like, and that is tracking and metrics. Okay, so just by putting 24-hour free recorded message on your phone system, now you have some tracking ability. One of the things you'll be able to track is all phone numbers. So whether somebody called, hung up, called, left a message, if 6 people called at one time, instead of getting a busy signal, they'll all go through because the system can handle 6 or 8 calls at the same time. So you get all phone numbers, and you'll get phone numbers by marketing effort. And I won't get too much in this now, other than to say that with the system that I'm going to recommend, every one of these different avenues that you're using to try to generate traffic into this system will have a unique code that these people will put in just as part of dialing the number. And that shows you really quickly which of your efforts are actually working. So you're getting some great feedback, and feedback is huge in marketing because it allows you to be able to kind of dial in your marketing and see what's working and what's not. And I've seen it go both ways. But we'll get into that in future videos. But the point is that with the unified message, having a little bit of a pre-screening and then putting a little bit of tracking metrics, you take this strategy here, which is just going to frustrate you and drive you crazy, to now having a little bit of a system where people can get all of this information and provide you information while you're enjoying your dinner and your night out and so forth. And it's excellent, and it's a great first step in the multi-stepped approach of what we call the escalator sales method, okay, of selling your house. Now in future videos I'll get into some of these other ones, but if the first thing I just want you to really consider is having a 24-hour free recorded message in everything you do and every option you do with this little phone system in there. And I think you'll find that you'll get even more success out of selling your house yourself.